So it's officially the afternoon, but I'm still drinking my tea from this morning. I always drink my coffee when it's hot, but my tea, I usually let it come to room temperature or colder. Hi, Lily. And I just drink it cold. Let me know in the comments below if you do that or if you reheat it. I actually don't own a microwave, so I just drink it cold. Anyways, welcome to the video. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin, creator of this channel. It's my name, so I guess that's pretty obvious. And if you're new, you can also like and subscribe if I haven't scared you away yet. I'm going to show you all the yummy vegan food that I eat in a day, and this video is also sponsored by Banza, but we'll get into that a little bit later in the video. So I already showed you what I ate for breakfast, but now let's move on to lunch. Personally, I feel like I always end up eating generally the same thing for lunch when I film what I eat in a day videos, but I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Also, this combination is just really good. So sue me. Lily wants my sourdough, but she ain't getting any. I'll give her a dog treat. Can you spin? Spin! Sit. Down. Spin. Good girl. Now it is time for dinner, and I am really excited because we're going to be making some baked vegan mac and cheese with a side of broccoli, but I'm much more excited about the mac and cheese part because it's cozy and delicious. The recipe is on my blog. I'll have it linked down below, but we're going to be using Banza pasta to make this recipe even greater. Banza makes pasta from chickpeas. It is naturally gluten-free, higher in protein and fiber, and lower than carbs than traditional pasta. I love Banza and have been using it for over 5 years, since before I went vegan, so I'm really excited that I get to partner with them today because it's kind of a no-brainer for me. It very easily integrates into my content. I probably eat their pasta at least once a week. Today I'm going to be using their shells, so it's not traditional mac and cheese, but it'll just be a fun twist. But Banza has a ton of other pasta shapes like rotini, macaroni, rigatoni, penne. Totally check them out. They also make mac and cheese, and Dylan and I have also been recently obsessed with their chickpea pizza crust. It is so good. But today we're talking pasta, so let's get started. We're going to start by cutting about a cup of potato and half of a cup of chopped carrots. Make sure to cut them to roughly the same size so they cook at the same time. And we're gonna add these to a pot. Then we're going to cover everything with water, bring it to a boil, and cook for 8 to 10 minutes until the potatoes and carrots are both fork tender. While the potatoes cook, we're going to add 1/3 cup of sunflower seeds, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, and a pinch of salt to a blender or a food processor. Then blend over low to form a crumble to go on top of our mac and cheese. Then set that aside. So I went ahead and drained my carrots and potatoes, and right away I put a pot of water back on the stove and brought it to a boil, and then added my Banza to it so it could cook according to the package directions. Another reason I love Banza is that it cooks just like regular pasta. So I just set a timer. I'm going to cook it to al dente because we'll be baking a little more in the oven. And now we're going to make our sauce. So we're going to add our potatoes and carrots to our blender. I just quickly rinse this out. You don't need to wash it too much. And then to that we're going to add 1/2 cup of plant-based milk. I am using soy milk, but you could use any that you want as long as it's unsweetened. We're also going to add 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast for some cheesy flavor, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. This gives it a little bit more of a tang, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt or to taste. And then last but not least, this cheese sauce is nut-free, but I still want to add some creaminess to it, so I add around 2 tablespoons of tahini. Tahini by itself definitely doesn't taste cheesy, but I think combined with these other ingredients, it adds more depth of flavor. And it works for me. I think it's delicious. So now we're going to cover this up and blend it until it's creamy and smooth. Once our pasta is perfectly cooked, we're going to drain it and rinse it well so it doesn't stick together. Then return it to the pot, add our ooey gooey creamy cheesy sauce, mix that until it's well incorporated, and then transfer it into an 8x8 or similar sized pan. I like to use a rubber spatula to spread it out evenly. You could enjoy this pasta as is without baking it, but we're going all the way. So now we're going to top it with our gluten-free, nut-free breadcrumbs that we made earlier. Pop this into the oven, bake at 375 for 8 to 10 minutes, and then broil for an additional 2 to 5 minutes to get the top golden brown and crispy. Then all that's left to do is dig in, serve, and enjoy. I moved to my basement because I'm watching TV, and we're gonna have a taste test. So I got my baked vegan mac and cheese, some broccoli. I just stuck it in the air fryer for a few minutes, and I'm gonna top my mac and cheese with hot sauce. I don't think that's controversial. Sometimes I just, you just want a little spice. That's too big. Okay. Adding Cholula just takes to the next level. I'm not even kidding. I mean, what can I say? It's great. It's cheesy. It's garlicky. It's vegan. The Banza is perfect in it. It has the perfect texture, just like regular pasta. And plus, it's packed with plant-based protein. So, win-win-win for me. Okay, I'm going to dig into this, watch some Netflix, and I'm also going to drink this pomegranate kombucha. So I'll check in with you guys when I have dessert. It's time for dessert. So I'm just gonna have a glass of cashew milk and then snack on some of this mint and dark chocolate. Controversial again. Just kidding. I like mint chocolate. And have some walnuts too. So that's everything I ate in a day. Sorry if you can hear my dog chewing on a bone in the background. I just want to put in a little disclaimer here that this was a weekend. I had more time to make my meals, and I mostly do these videos just as inspiration for you guys. I definitely don't think you have to replicate everything I eat in a day. You can just take it as inspiration. Maybe you like a flavor combination that I used or one of the meals that I made, like the baked vegan mac and cheese. But definitely don't put pressure on yourself. You know, we're all at different skill levels in the kitchen or in what we want to make or what we have access to making. So I hope this just showed you that vegan food can totally be cozy and delicious. And if you want to make some of these recipes, please go ahead, tag me on social media, probably Instagram. I'd love to see it. Thank you all for tuning along and watching. And also don't forget to check out Banza. Thanks again to them for sponsoring this video. So if you guys are having an awesome day and continue to have one. Maya, you want to say bye? Okay. Maya and I say, have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Mwah. You are the cutest little thing.